if there's no objection by the board at this time, we had a lot of discussion and all. I would like to move agenda item 7 up to the next item we consider. That's a consideration of resolution of support for VMI. Is there any? I know we have a lot of people here that are concerned about that. So if we could go ahead and take care of that, that would be good. All right. Has everybody had an opportunity to review the resolution that was provided? Is there any questions, comments, concerns?
Only thing I have to say is it's amazing how fast the assembly can move sometimes. Some of our information in that language and what the bills are saying today is a little different, but I fully support the resolution and we need to go ahead.
They can move pretty fast unless you need something from them.
Exactly. They can't pass a budget, but we can get it,
Yeah. Mr. Hart, you have something?
Yeah, this is personal for me. I mean, I served with a bunch of graduates of Virginia Military Institute. One of them was one of my platoon leaders. One of them was a friend when I was a lieutenant. Lieutenant General Bob Flowers was my brother's brigade commander in Desert Storm. That man was a legend. I taught there for 7 years. I saw the positive effect it has on cadets. The most common thing I heard from a cadet there was, I never would have graduated anywhere else. They knew themselves well enough. They had to have the thing that VMI offered. The other reason it's personal for me on this is the fellow what's authored these things is a graduate of my alma mater. And I don't know what that man learned. I don't know where he came up with this stuff. And it certainly wasn't good for the cadets. It wasn't good for the Institute. It's not good for the people of Rockbridge County. We shouldn't keep VMI just because it's good for us economically, right? That's a bad idea. You shouldn't keep anything from the government for that. But it's really good at what it does. And it's a part of our community. It employs people. It employed me. And I think one of the things that doesn't always get brought up, a lot of the folks that spoke here, the VMI graduates that came back here because of that. It draws people into our county. That draws business to our county. It is a huge part of our county. And to lose it would tear out and I know we all know this, but I think it's got to get said for the record. And I think it's got to get said for the people that are trying to do this to us. Is this thing going to do any good? I don't know, but I know not doing it does bad. So thank you.
Mr. Suter, did you have any comments you wanted to add to it?
No, I think Supervisor Lewis noted that there have been a couple changes to 77. And I do believe it's moved to the Senate at this point. But yes, I think the language is broad enough in there that makes it clear that this board supports VMI.
Did you want to read the resolution that's been presented?
We can.
While Mr. Suter's looking for that, I will say that we've received numerous emails and communication on this issue. I'm not going to say 100%, but I don't remember seeing anybody opposing the resolution. It was all supportive that I saw, that I can remember. And all of those emails I forwarded on to Mr. Suter as well as Mr. Dryden so that they can be part of the record as well.
Okay, sorry, it took a minute to get it on the hard copy here. This is a resolution to express opposition to House Bills 1374 and 1377 regarding the governance of Virginia Military Institute. Whereas House Bill 1374 has been introduced during the 2026 session of the Virginia General Assembly and proposes to amend Title 23-1 or 23.1 of the Code of Virginia by repealing the statutory provisions establishing the Board of Visitors of the Virginia Military Institute and transferring governance and oversight of the Institute to the Board of Visitors of Virginia State University. And whereas House Bill 1377 has been introduced during the 2026 session of the Virginia General Assembly and proposes to establish a Virginia Military Institute task force charged with evaluating the Institute's mission, governance, costs, academic programs, student welfare, and institutional practices. and with reporting to the governor and the General Assembly on whether or not the Virginia Military Institute should continue to operate as a state-sponsored institution of higher education. And whereas the Virginia Military Institute was founded in 1839 as America's first state-supported military college and is the oldest public sector military college in the United States. And whereas the citizens of Rockbridge County played a central role in the establishment of the Virginia Military Institute and its foundational citizen soldier model. And whereas the Virginia Military Institute occupies a unique role among senior military colleges, enrolling only cadets and awarding bachelor's degrees in engineering, science, and the liberal arts. And whereas the Virginia Military Institute has educated thousands of graduates who have served the Commonwealth and the United States in military, civic, and professional leadership roles. And whereas the presence of the Virginia Military Institute constitutes a significant historical, cultural, and economic component of Rockbridge County. And whereas the Rockbridge County Board of Supervisors recognizes that the governance of the state institutions is vested in the General Assembly, but seeks to convey the perspective of the county and its residents regarding legislation that materially affects the community. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Supervisors of Rockbridge County hereby expresses its opposition to House Bill 1374, which would restructure the governance of the Virginia Military Institute, and House Bill 1377, which would initiate a formal review of whether the Institute should continue as a state-sponsored institution of higher education, and respectfully urges that the members of the Virginia General Assembly to consider the historical significance, institutional uniqueness, and local impacts associated with each of these proposals. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be transmitted to the members of the Rockbridge County's legislative delegation and other appropriate state officials. Adopted this 9th day of February, 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Suter.
Yes, sir.
Is there any additional discussion? If not, is there a motion to adopt the resolution supporting VMI?
So moved.
And a second?
I'll second.
All right. Mr. Hart,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Day,
Yes.
Ms. Ayers,
Yes.
Mr. Lewis,
Aye.
and Chair votes yes as well. All right.